Hey guys, what's going on? Jamie here. Wanted to do an updated overview for Build Network. This is a high brokerage model that pays out residual income. Typically, you don't see that in this industry. You usually have one or the other. You either have high ticket commissions or back end residuals. And for the first time ever, at least that I've seen in my 25 plus years in this industry, we have both types of compensation built into one opportunity. So let's go ahead and cover this, guys. We'll try to get through this information. And at the very least, you'll have enough information to make an educated decision on whether or not you want to get involved with this opportunity. I believe this is going to be a long-term play. Some of you guys that are involved with higher risk opportunities, crypto deals, things of that nature, like myself, it's always good to have something like this that you can build for the long term that you know isn't going anywhere. And so let's go ahead and dive right in. It says here how to make real money from home in the number one fastest growing industry. For the first time in business history, a marketing company has combined high commission sales with back end residual income. That's what I just mentioned. And you can see here some of the numbers. Again, on your own pen, on average, you can make $7,000 to $10,000 per sale. That's if you don't even recruit a team. That's what's powerful about this. If you don't bring another person into your organization on your own pen, you can make an average of $7,000 to $10,000 per sale. And the back end residual income is significant as well, as you can see. So here's a quick preview, guys. We represent the number one largest solar and home security company in the USA, as well as other cutting edge world class products and services. There's no cold calling or door knocking. We have a proven warm market leads system, and it's 100% virtual, guys. You can work remotely, part-time or full-time, as long as you have an internet. You have internet access, you have a laptop, you have a phone. You can build a nationwide organization and have nationwide customers. Very, very powerful. You also don't need to have any experience because we provide training and certification. There's also no high pressure sales. We take an educational soft sell approach. We help clients save up to $100,000 and up. The savings that we're able to put in front of them is immediate on a monthly basis, but also we're able to save them long-term savings as well. You'll see what I mean here in a second. We also have an Earn While You Learn program where you can make $10,000 in your first 30 days. And like I mentioned before, as a sales rep on your own pen, you can earn an average of $7,000 to $10,000 per sale. However, if you build a team, if you become a sales manager, there's overrides and bonuses and things of that nature. It can be quite lucrative, and I'll show you the power of overrides here in a second. So here's our high income products. We have residential solar. We also have commercial solar. We also have a water filtration system that we market, and then we have home and business security. So for the sake of this presentation and for the sake of time, we're going to focus in on residential solar. Okay, very, very big industry right now, very, very popular. Let's talk about why homeowners are going solar. Well, number one, they can save up to 50% on their electricity cost. Guys, if you can save me up to 50% on any bill that I have, I'm all ears, right? You have my attention. In this day and age, people are, looking to get ahead financially. If you can save them money on a bill they're already paying and they're going to continue to pay forever, that's a huge value, right? You can also switch them to one lower fixed monthly payment as opposed to a fluctuating payment that varies from month to month, very hard for them to budget. We can give them a lower fixed payment. Zero money down with various low financing options, so there's no money out of their pocket. Blackout protection, tax credits, they can qualify for up to a 30% tax credit, and they have immediate value put on their home, immediate increase in home value up to 17%. Okay. So again, the minute they have those panels on top of their home, there's an immediate increase in value. Okay. And if they want to sell their home, if you look it up on Google, okay, statistically, houses that have solar panels will sell faster than houses that don't. Okay. And of course, there's the opportunity to help the environment with clean energy. So here are just some customer testimonials. This is a customer from California. They're paying $287 a month before solar. After solar, paying $148. And mind you, that is a fixed payment as opposed to that 287 they were doing before solar. That fluctuates and actually goes up year over year. As a matter of fact, an average of 6 to 8% because of inflation, their energy costs will go up every single year. Here, they can lock it in for one lower payment, right? So again, that's not only a savings up front, but a ton of savings over the course of 25 to 30 years, right? And again, if their cost of electricity is going up every single year for the next 25 to 30 years, and we can lock them in one fixed payment, I mean, you could imagine how much that's going to be able to save them, right? Here's another customer from Florida, $410 a month before solar. After solar, $290 a month. So there's an immediate saving there. But again, that 410 goes up every single year as opposed to that 290 with solar. It's fixed, right? So the amount of savings, it's quite significant. I'll show you here on the next slide. Here we have a quote from our VP of sales. A solar sales presentation is not a sale. It's an IQ test, right? If we're showing them in black and white, just side by side, you have this, we can give you this. You have no tax credit, we can give you a tax credit. Just by switching over, you can have an increase in your home value. I mean, it just makes sense, right? If you educated 10 homeowners how to save tens of thousands of dollars by switching solar with zero upfront cost, how many of the 10 do you feel would switch? Right? I mean, that's how simple. Let's not overcomplicate this. That's how simple this business can be. Now, here's the cost of the energy cost over time. This is what I was uh, talking a little bit about. If you see here, 6 to 8% compounded annual increase, right? Because again, the cost of electricity goes up year over year. So let's take somebody that has a $150 payment, right? Today, in 10 years, that same payment will be $300 a month. And in 30 years, that same payment will grow to $1,500 a month, guys. Okay. So you can see over the course of 30 years, because the payment will fluctuate and will consistently go up year over year, the cost of their electricity can be astronomical, right? In this case, $225,000 is what they're going to spend over 30 years. But if they switch to solar and get a fixed payment, in the same 30 years, they'll spend 54,000. That's $171,000 in true savings over the course of 30 years. So you can see not only are they saving money month to month, right? But over the course of time, they're saving well over six figures in this example. So you can lock in your electricity bill, no money down, save tens of thousands of dollars. If you're going to pay for electricity anyway, isn't it better that you save tens of thousands of dollars and keep all that extra money in your bank account, right? A no-brainer. So why get involved in the solar industry as we talked about the benefits to the consumer? Here, if you put on your entrepreneur hat, your business hat, let's talk about the opportunity, right? Why solar is a huge opportunity. Well, 90 million homes qualify for solar in this country, yet only 5% have solar, which means there's 85 million homes that are eligible for solar that haven't switched yet, guys. That's 85 million opportunities, guys. 85 million home. Now, think about this, as I mentioned before. If you switch one home, the average is seven to $10,000 commission. Think about the opportunity when you have 85 million homes that are eligible for solar that haven't switched yet. I mean, it's mind-boggling, right? If you wrap your head around it. The U.S. Energy Department wants solar to provide 40% of the nation's energy by 2035. Solar is one of the fastest growing industries in the U.S., growing at an average 33% per year. The U.S. government is planning to require that all new homes in the U.S. have solar panels installed. It's clear it's already a law in California. In California, when you build a new home, solar panels have to be on, right? For every new home. That's powerful, right? And in 2023, someone went solar every 39 seconds. Guys, what am I trying to tell you here? People are going to switch to solar with or without you, with or without me, right? Why not get a piece of the pie? Because again, if you know where everybody's going and everybody's going to be moving towards solar over the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years, if you have the opportunity ahead of time and you can show them how to do it, guys, that's you can have a financial windfall, right, is what I'm trying to tell you. So Warren Buffett says energy deregulation will be the largest transfer of wealth in history, even bigger than the internet. So because Encore Solar is 100% virtual, you can help people right from your mobile phone. You can work and earn money right from your home, right from your home office, from your bedroom, from your living room. with your laptop, with your phone, you can build a nationwide business. Okay, we had a gentleman just a couple of months ago during our pre-launch. He made over $100,000 for the month, not for the year, for the month, and he did it all from home, right from his laptop. Right, he was helping customers, right, switch to solar, and it was all over Zoom. Isn't that powerful? This is a real, home business opportunity, guys. So let's talk about the opportunity to make money here. Okay, because hopefully you're watching this, you're thinking, okay, how can I take advantage of this as an entrepreneur, right? How can I make money? Well, since you're new consultant training sales, you come on board. Let's say you have no experience, you have a simple job. You introduce, you watch, and you get paid. Can you do that, right? Introduce someone to a mentor, right? A trainer. You watch what the trainer does, and then you get paid. Very simple, right? The average that you'll make is $3,500 per sale. So when you introduce a homeowner to your mentor, to your trainer, and they do the work, you get an average of $3,500. Isn't that pretty awesome? Right? So with an extra $3,500 a month part-time, it relieves some financial stress in your life. Guys, in your first 30 days, if you introduce three homeowners, and let's say they all switch to solar, that's $10,000 that you'll make in your first 30 days. Has anyone ever done that in this company? Yes. Okay. I actually flew out to California for an event, and in the audience, they had a young lady who did just that. Okay. In their first 30 days, made over 10 grand. That's unheard of in the network marketing space. Because again, usually you don't have a high ticket opportunity like this. Okay, so these guys are, just disrupting the industry. Now let's say you're trained, now you're able to do your own personal sales. Well, let's look at the opportunity there. You can earn a 70% commission on your personal sales. The average company profit is $10,000 per install. So 70% of the $10,000 install, that's $7,000 paid to you guys. Okay, it takes an average of 1 to 2 hours total to help a homeowner go solar. Earning that much money per hour, how many homeowners would you help? Huge opportunity, right? Zig Ziglar says you will get all you want in life if you help enough people get what they want. Here, if you become a mentor, let's say you become a trainer yourself. Now it's optional, you don't have to. But let's say you become a mentor. Well, if you help four brand new consultants close their first three training sales, that's 12 training sales. And again, the average paid to you as a mentor is $3,500. Guys, do the math. That's $42,000 training four people. Just helping four new people get their first three training sales, you can make 40 plus $1,000. Um, and again, these they're bringing you typically friends, family, warm market, right? These are what I would call layup sales, right? Their brother, their sister, their uncle, their aunt, their parents, their neighbor, their best friend. I mean, it's a warm market. This is not like cold leads. You're not knocking on people's doors. Nothing wrong with that, but there's something powerful about working in a warm market, right? Now, John D. Rockefeller, he said, I would rather earn 1% of the efforts of 100 people than 100% of my own efforts. I'm going to show you how our model works, but in order for you to get it, you should really look at how real estate brokerages work, because we have a very similar model. Real estate, there's a broker, there's agents. When an agent sells a house, they earn a commission. But guess what? When an agent sells a house, who also gets paid? The broker, right? The broker also gets paid, called an override. Now think about this. If you were a broker and you were able to earn an override when one of your agents went out and sold a home, how many agents would you want, right? Um, an enormous amount, right? Who would you rather be, the agent or the broker? Now, here's the question: is it illegal for a broker to get paid an override commission on their agent sales? Of course not. That's how real estate brokerages work, right? Well, we have a very similar model, okay? With us, you become a manager, you have consultants on your team. When a consultant sells a solar system, they earn a commission, and the manager also gets paid an override. So again, the question is, who'd you rather be, the consultant or the manager? So here we have an override system, right? We have different ranks. We have consultant, manager, director, executive director, national director. As you move through these ranks, not only do you get a bump in your front light override percentage, as you can see, but you also get a bump in the Team Infinity overrides, right? Now, across the board, you're going to get paid a 70% commission, but your overrides, as you move through the ranks, will increase. And in fact, in some of these higher positions, the executive director, national director, you actually get a piece of the company-wide bonus pool, 2% here, 5% here. Now you might say, well, okay, those are percentages. What do I get dollar wise? How can I want to really understand this. Well, let's give you some examples. Let's say you're a manager with five consultants, right? Five team members, and each team member is doing two sales a month. Nothing crazy, right? Two sales a month, very doable. Well, if you break down the numbers, you're earning $6,300 a month in overrides, right? But let's say you help one customer yourself, you're making $7,000. You add that up, that's 13,000 a month in earnings, in total earnings, right? 7,000 from your personal activity, and then $6,300 in team overrides. Guys, how would you feel if you were earning over 13,000 cash per month while working from home? Okay, and the beauty of this is $6,300 of it is coming from other people's efforts, right? Your team is working and you're getting paid overrides, guys. That's leverage. Let's say you move up to director, right? And now you have 10 consultants on your team, each of them doing two sales each, right? Same, nobody's lighting the world on fire. It's average, right? Very doable. You have 10 people on your team doing two sales each. Well, if you break down the numbers, that's $13,800 in overrides per month. And let's say you continue to help one customer per month, you lead by example, 20,000 plus dollars a month. That's almost $250,000 a year. And the beauty of it is 13,008 a month of that 20K a month is coming from overrides. Okay. Again, leverage is a powerful thing. If you decide not to work, if God forbid you get hurt or you get into an accident, or if you have someone sick in your family, or let's say you just want to disappear for a month, you go on vacation, you want to go on a travel the world for 30 days, that $13,800 will continue to come, right? Whether you work or not. That's very, very powerful. That's the beauty of overrides. Well, let's say you decide to build your team much bigger. Let's say you hit the position of executive director, and now you have 50 team members. And again, each one doing two sales a month. Very, very doable. Well, that's $67,000 a month in overrides, guys. $67,000 a month in overrides. Very, very powerful. What if it took you 5 years to do this? What if it took you 6 years? What if it took you 7 years to do this? Would it still be worth it? Right? If you invest your time and energy into a business for the next 5 to 7 years and you're making $67,000 a month, whether you worked or not, would it be worth it? 100% absolutely will be worth it, or 100% it will be worth it. Now, there's people in the company right now, they're going to be able to do this, before 5 or 7 years, right? There's people that'll be able to do this in 3 or 4 years, right? They're in the trenches right now. They're building, right? I mean, that's the beauty of this. Okay, there's people that are building this thing as we speak. And again, you're here at the beginning. So what would it take for you to start your own solar business? Well, you're going to need to build relationships with installers. You need to have an accounting and legal department. You need to have a sales department in your company. You need to have customer service, CRM, right? Technology. You're going to have a marketing department. If you wanted to build your own solar business, you would have to put all of this together yourself, and it would cost you well over six figures. Well over six figures, right? As a matter of fact, Solarverse, if you look it up online, if you want to have a solar franchise, right? Here it would cost you anywhere from $90,000 to $134,000, right? Well, if you want to get started with us, right, with Build Network, well, number one, you can become a customer, right? Let's say this is not for you. It's not for everybody. We understand that. But whether or not it's for you, why not save money on your electricity? Why not lock yourself into a lower monthly payment, right? Get yourself a tax credit, all that other stuff I talked about. You can become a customer, okay? Get a quote. But if you want to join the business, you can become a consultant for $149 one time. You can become a consultant, and then it's $49 a month That's to pay for your back office, right, and all your training and certifications. And again, it says here, does it make much better financial sense to invest just $149 to own your own solar brokerage or investing over 100,000, right? And then we have a refer for and pay no more. So that $49 a month tech fee, that's taken care of, right? So again, $149 to start your own business, guys. I mean, that's a no-brainer, right? I mean, you spend more than that going out to eat, right? I mean, I've spent more than that on Uber Eats for lunch, right, or for dinner. That's not a huge investment, okay? $149 one time, $49 a month, and then you have a refer for and pay no more. And by the way, that's, I mean, I'm not a CPA or anything. Talk to your tax professional, but that's a write-off as well, right? So let's talk a little bit about our residual income subscriptions as we wrap up here. So we do have, as I mentioned before, back-end residual income. We have several different subscriptions here. We have our financial mastery, we have a business mastery product, we have travel discounts, and we have retail discounts. Let's talk about residual income subscriptions. These are just some examples. Netflix, y'all heard of Netflix, 282 million monthly subscribers. Netflix takes in $2.8 billion a month from those subscribers. Amazon Prime has 200 million subscribers. That's $3.4 billion they take in from the monthly subscriptions. Spotify, 246 million monthly subscribers, $1.1 billion monthly residual income. We're not the only company that has this model. You guys have heard of these big companies. They all have subscription models. Well, we have the very same thing. And again, it says, wouldn't you have loved to be at the beginning of these billion-dollar companies and get paid on all those subscriptions? We have something called the Smart Money Club, right? And again, your subscription will give you access to all of this, right? Financial mastery, business mastery, you'll be able to learn about credit repair, tax planning, tax-free retirement. With business mastery, you'll learn how to establish corporate credit, access to capital, good versus bad debt. These are things that any entrepreneur or anyone really, not even entrepreneur, just anyone that wants to get ahead financially, this is education they should all be getting, right? So it says, would it be great to finally master your finances so you can improve your credit score, eliminate your debt, retire financially free? But in addition to all that education, we have something called Build Rewards, right? 50 access to 50,000 restaurants, 150,000 retail companies, and 850,000 travel providers. Essentially, when you book travel, let's say, when you rent a car, book a hotel, you go to a store, you shop online, go to a restaurant, get movie theater tickets, all of that. If you go through your membership, you'll be able to save money, right? So again, you're not changing anything. You're continuing to do what you would normally do, but instead of going to some other website, you go through your membership and you can save money. Okay. Anywhere from 2,500 to $3,500 per year just for using your Build Rewards membership. So there's an extremely amount, there's a ton of value, as you can see here. Okay. Robert Kiyosaki, author of Rich Dad Poor Dad, he said the reason I highly recommend a credible word of mouth marketing business is because it's the most proven, low cost way to own a profitable business system, right? So let's show you what the system could look like, the potential. Let's say you help two people become subscribers, right, to our membership. Well, let's say that it takes you 1 month to do that. Now, it shouldn't have to take you 1 month, right? But let's say it takes you 1 month to do that. And let's say the following month, those two people that got a subscription, they just duplicate what you did and they get two people. Well, you'll have four subscribers on your second month, right? You see that? If they just duplicate, right, those four subscribers get two. Well, what happens is you'll have eight subscribers on your third month. You see that? And if you just take this example down a year and everyone just duplicating, getting two month to month, you can see here in a year, you'll have 8,190 subscribers in your network, right? 8,190 subscribers in your network. Now, did you get all those 8,190 subscribers? Of course not. You got the first two, right? You got a few, who got a few, who got a few. Before you know it, through duplication, right? Through compounding, in 12 months, you have 8,190 subscribers in your network. Let's see what that could turn into when it comes to monthly income, right? And again, this is if you have all those subscribers, right? What happens here? We have two teams, a left team and a right team. When you have 10 subscribers on each side, on your left team and your right team, you're what we call a builder 500. That's someone that has a $500 monthly residual income. You're not going to retire off that, but what bill do you not have to worry about now because you have residual income coming in, right? Let's say you continue to grow your team and you have 25 on your team one and 25 subscribers on your team two. You're what we call a builder 1000. That's $1,000 a month in residual income, right? Again, not going to retire off that, but $1,000 a month each month that comes in residually, it's starting to grow. It's starting to look really, really good, right? Let's say your team continues to grow. You have 55 people on your left that are subscribers and 55 subscribers on your right. On your two teams, you have 55 each. That's $2,000 a month in residual income. And you can see here, as your organization grows, right, your monthly income, your monthly residual income continues to grow as well, all the way up to $250,000 a month. What if you never do that? What if you're never able to accomplish that? But all you do is, let's say you hit the position of builder 8,000 and you have an $8,000 a month residual income. That's almost six figures a year in residual income. Let's say it takes you 3 to 5 years to do that. Would it be worth it? Of course it would, right? Of course it would. That's the beauty of this, okay? It just continues to grow and compound over time, right? Now we also have something called a check match. We're not even going to talk about that for the sake of time, but we do have another opportunity here to make income here as you move through these different ranks. So it says here, don't you know at least two people who would love to earn and save money on travel, restaurants, and their retail shopping? Of course you would, right? So it says here, you have monthly residual bills. Don't you think you should have monthly residual income, right? Of course, it makes total sense. So how do you participate in our monthly subscription model? You join as what we call a builder, right? And what's that? That's someone that owns their own solar brokerage, owns their own security brokerage. They have back office training, certifications. Uh, they also have access to our subscription services, right? It's $199 one time and then $99 a month. And like before, we also have a refer for and pay no more. You don't even have to worry about that $99 a month once you refer four people. But guys, to have all of this, to have a opportunity to own your own solar brokerage, opportunity to have your own security brokerage, opportunity to participate in our subscription model, $199, which is, again, I'm not a tax professional, but it's a write-off. Go ask your CPA, your accountant, right? That $199 is not a huge investment. Like we've all spent that much, going out with the family, right? I mean, it's not a huge deal. And if it is a huge deal, then let's go to work. Let's join the business, go to work, so we can not make that much. It won't be a big deal if that makes sense, right? So it says here, how fast would you like to get started owning your own profitable business system? So as I start to wrap up, let's just talk a little bit about timing, right? Because again, with our model, we have a two-team model, a dual team, and your position could potentially, you're able to potentially get what we call spillover if you come in a nice position. Now, the person who invited you to see this, they're building. Okay, they want to give you the next available spot in their tree. Now, again, if you come in now, you can get the next available spot, and then as they build and continue to bring people in, those people potentially can fall up underneath you. Again, we call that spillover, right? But what if you say, you know what, I need to wait. I need 30 days to think about it. I need 60 days to think about it. I need 90 days to think about it. And let's say after those 30, 60, 90 days, you say, you know what, this sounds good. I think I'm going to jump in now. Well, the next available spot might be all the way down here, right? And it's still a good opportunity, still a good spot, right? And the person who invited you is going to still continue to build. But look at all of these people, right? Each one of these circles, represents a person. Each one of these, all these people could have been underneath you, but instead you're going to be underneath them, right? So it says here, wouldn't it be financially smart to join now instead of waiting for others to join before you and not make any money from all their sales and subscriptions, right? Timing is key. So let's summarize the true facts. Can you make real money online? Yes. Can you work part-time and control your own schedule, part-time or full-time, and control your own schedule? Yes. Could you make great money without hiring others? Absolutely, you can, right? Just on your own pen, you can make a significant income, right? With our solar commissions. Can you be successful without cold calling by leveraging our warm market lead system? Yes. If you have no solar sales or business experience, can you still earn great money at Build Network? Yes, we'll train you, right? So how can you partner with us? Well, contact the person who referred you, get their registration link, secure your position. I'll leave a link underneath this video if you want to get involved, and then reach out and we'll get you scheduled for the next business launch session with a senior manager. Okay, they'll help you get started. They'll help you, launch your business the right way. And again, we'll get you going ASAP. So, that being said, guys, thanks for your time. As you can see here, we have an incredible opportunity, one that's going to be around for years and years and years and years to come. You're seeing this at the very early phases, guys. Timing couldn't be better. Welcome to the team.